Last continent, tick.
Tick. Okay, I'm in Australia. We can go home now.
Okay.
When I was 16, my mom made me a promise. She said, one day, when we're not broke, I'll take you traveling. Well, I'm now a 30-year-old broke law student with a video camera, and Mom's making good on her promise.
So putting those 4 basic steps together now, vibrating the lips, flicking your tongue back and forth, screaming through your voice box and breathing out of the mouth and back in through your nose at the same time, you should be able to play the didgeridoo. And it should sound something like this here. Track number 4 off the album, Kick and Cookers, bit of didgeridoo techno.
We're at the Sydney Harbour Bridge. There's 2 ways to actually get up. One, you can spend about $250 and latch yourself onto these lines and hike up the actual bridge itself, so up the exterior of the bridge support structure. Or for $15, you can head up the posts that support the bridge. So guess which one we're doing? Alright, now time to catch Mom because she ran ahead down. Ready?
It turned out pretty good, didn't it?
So we met up with a friend of mine I used to work with from Walker, Greg. And he and his wife have driven us to the town. Is this a town or a city or a suburb of Sydney called Manly, which lends up all sorts of manly jokes. But anyway, we're gonna get out and take a look at the beach and then head off to some sort of other beach, I think.
We are now in Bondi Beach, which is one of the premier beaches in Australia, I think, famous for its surfing. But as you can see, it's nighttime, so we can't really see much of anything. But the boardwalk is really awesome.
Keeping on the manly joke theme, I thought of a whole bunch of them. There's a manly women's shelter. There's a manly daycare. The manly gay club. I got a ton of these now. What else you got? The manly streetside cafe. The manly yoga studio. The manly hospital.
The Manly Hospital for Women.
So we're down here on Bondi Beach, and they have an ice rink on the actual beach. So we're going to check it out for quality and smoothness here. This place is packed. This place is totally packed. It's unreal. Something the Aussies have never seen before. It's a snowball. This is a terrible one. I had to get it out of the shit at the side of the rink. And Greg's over there somewhere. Okay, there he is.
Just down there.
Say hi, Papa.
You don't know a snowball from a surfboard. Come on, Mr. Canada. There you go. Security got mad at me. It's time to stop hucking snowballs. The funny part about this isn't that there's one or two people that are terrible. It's that everyone is uniformly bad. When they started, it was absolutely hilarious. It was just a string of people holding the wall, just making their way around.
This is great.
This is hilarious. Bend your knees! So, renting skates was $29, so we gave up and we're heading out. The funniest part is the Aussie guy was getting mad because a guy in a Canada shirt was throwing a snowball at another guy in a Canada shirt, and no one else knew what the hell these flying white things were. Like, Huck, what was that? What do you mean, what was that? It's a snowball.
I got you on video doing that.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yes.
Did you get the what was that part?
Later that day, we found a free boat trip to an art exhibit at a place called Cockatoo Island. Cockatoo Island is a former prison and naval shipyard, as well as being a very hard name to say with a straight face. It's largely known for its contemporary art exhibits, which for me means that it's going to have a bunch of bizarrely weird shit that makes no sense to me as art.
Maybe a machine shop. Maybe free. Great condos. Talk about.
Some of the stuff was actually pretty neat. It was the patterned sand, and then these lampshade things that turned on and off when you touched them.
To a different one. Oh, there.
And then, of course, the weird shit showed up. We're on our way to the airport to meet up with a guy that Mom used to work with that lives here in Sydney. Back in the 70s, Mom worked at the International Monetary Fund, and one of the guys she used to work with was a guy by the name of John Hewson. Now in Australia, John Hewson was the leader of the opposition for a while, and he campaigned for Prime Minister on the issue of instituting a GST. So he's one of the people here that went down in flames by trying to campaign for a value-added tax. Sound familiar? Anyway, we'll hopefully meet up with him at the airport at 10:30 and swap war stories. One of the other things he's famous for is something called the GST interview. He was asked to explain the incredibly complicated system that he was trying to replace, and it ended up confusing everyone. And this interview, totally unfairly I might add, became something of a symbol of a politician giving a convoluted answer.
That they don't have a sales tax on them, and that birthday would be exempt. There would be no GST on it under our system. And it's decorated and candles, as you say, that attract sales tax. And of course, if it was one with a sales tax today, it would have the sales tax rate is on birthday cake.
If the answer to a birthday cake is so complex, you do have a problem.
Hi. Oh, nice to meet you. He made it. He's here. He's buying me orange juice.
Slammed, and you said, you know, I've always wanted one. I worked hard for it, and I'm going to buy one. I thought, for you.
He used to give me the shits about it. So I said that I thought I'd like to see an Australia where everyone can own one.
Yes, yeah, there you go.
It just annoyed the hell out of me.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Houston, could I get a comment about the VAT? No comment.
It's not on this copy.
So we've arrived in Brisbane. It's a much smaller city than Sydney, but very similar, except there's a lot less to do. So the one thing that Mom absolutely wanted to do was go to see the Koala Sanctuary here. So we could either take the bus to do it, which is the bus, or the other option was there's a cruise. So Mom wants to hug a baby koala, and Anna texted me saying baby koalas smell like pee and not to hug them too hard. Trying to make some sort of old person joke. Mom's gonna smell faintly of urine, which is a harbinger of things to come. I don't know.
Okay.
She's not quite an octogenarian yet.
Oh, I think we can start to board here.
Oh, people are going. I think we should go.
On a hippie trailhead full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast.
So we made it to the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary. We're off to see various types of animals. There's a sign up here that tells us all the different types. There's wombats, koalas, kangaroos, cassowaries, and toilets. Oh, and there's lorikeets. This thing's called the lace monitor. It looks like a lizard that's been run over.
A kookaburra
What, up there?
up there.
There's some outstandingly tall and colorful bird over here.
Thank you, Sonny. Well, good morning, everybody. My name is Jenna, and this lovely little lady here is Rocket. Now, do not be fooled by her size. I guarantee you she is a formidable little hunter. Rocket here has to chase the lure, and when she gets it, she gets the reward of the food items. You can see her looking around me. She knows exactly what's coming. They're also quite intelligent animals as well.
What we'll be showing you today is actually Australia's largest burrowing mammal, and it always makes me smile when I see them in their harness being walked around. And Rebecca is the head mammal keeper, and she's going to come out and talk to you a little bit more about Judy. Are burrowing animals, so they do like to sleep during the day in tunnels or burrows that they've dug themselves under the ground, so they are very strong animals. They've got those flattened claws on their feet which help them to dig quite well. So Ellie is out here now, sniffing that poo, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about Panamine.
As you can see, she doesn't really do the encounter with wombats, so she's sniffing all the wombat smells. Obviously, this is poo.
We just saw dingoes. They look like dogs. And the woman talking about them has an indecipherable accent. Anyway, now we're in line for Mom's koala cuddling thing. Asked to be with the cute one instead of the ugly one.
They're both cute.
No. The one on the right's ugly. The one on the left is cute.
Her name is Trace. Hello. Hello. Oh, yeah. To do with her own way. There we go. Photo, please. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
She didn't stink. That was good.
So now we're off to see the Tasmanian devil. I assume this isn't going to look like the cartoons when I was a kid.
Now let's see. Simmer water to gentle boil. Add 3 onions, 3 carrots, and 1 rabbit.
They don't spin around and chew through wood and stuff. Oh, maybe they do. As you can tell, this is the koala retirement home. It looks exactly like a normal retirement home. Everyone's asleep, and Matlock is showing at 6 p.m. Can you talk?
Come on,
Come on, man.
dance.
Do a little dance, shake a little love. He couldn't give a shit. Hello! Hello!
We want a cracker?
Talkative my ass. You want $1? I'll give you $1. Just say
一鸟语的这么一个这么漂亮。
But while she was here, Mom absolutely wanted to go see the kangaroos. So we're off to go see the kangaroos. What's up, buddy? He's sizing me up here. Oh, they're really soft.
Yeah.
Oh, very soft.
When I was a kid, I'd always watch the Looney Tunes cartoons with Sylvester and his kid. When they'd go and the kid would find a mouse, and then Sylvester would go in to try and catch it, and he'd find a kangaroo, and he'd always get the snot beaten out of him by the kangaroo. I always thought it was funny. Buddy. Apparently there's something edible in my camera.
Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump, 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 jump.
Is he nice?
I know, he's really soft.
I'm the cream of the crop. I rise to the top. I never eat a pig.
Koalas and kangaroos, that's it.
You're done?
I'm done,
You can
yeah.
go home now?
We can go home now, yeah. Oh no, the reef.
Yeah,
The Great
let's see the
Barrier
reef,
Reef,
yeah.
have to see that, okay.
And there's rock.
Oh yes, okay, so we're not done yet.
I do feel like going out for a kangaroo burger now. Where are we off to now? Well, you wanted to see something else? Oh, right, the platypus. Another animal I thought was fictitious. Mom had her eyes closed on the first photo, so she qualified for a retake for her photo with the koala. So here we go again.
Why don't the two of us, we'll see if the two of us can go together.
Successful run. He did not crap on my shirt. Hey, bird. Oh, it's the microphone. So we're off to see the crocodiles. For $25, you can fight one. That would be so awesome. Oh, yes, it would. So, Denise, how did your son die? You really wouldn't believe me if I told you. Excuse me. Do you know how much it costs to wrestle a crocodile?
What?
Do you know how much it costs to wrestle a crocodile?
Wrestle the crocodile? Well, guess what? It doesn't do too much.
All right. We found the flying bats, and Mom has decisively commented that
They are really ugly.
these are also called flying foxes because apparently they look like foxes, which I suppose they do. And that was the end of our trip to the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary. It was time to get back to the hotel, clean the kangaroo spit off my camera, and then hop to Cairns. We've flown to, where the hell are we again? Cairns, however you pronounce it. I have a cold and Mom's not feeling well, so it's been a wonderful start to our trip in Cairns. Yes. Anyway, we're off to see the Great Barrier Reef. We've signed up for a cruise. I've signed up for a couple of time trips. We're on a moderately sized boat. It'll take about an hour and a bit to get there. And then Mom's going snorkeling and I'm going snorkeling. So hopefully my ears don't explode because of the cold. And I'm sure we'll come back. In what shape we come back is a different story. Moment of hilarity we've all been waiting for. Now we'll just throw you overboard and see what happens. We're making a brief stop at a national park called Fitzroy Island to drop off, I don't know, some people I guess. This is an amazing looking tropical island. One of the other fun things on this boat, they have a touch tank where you can go, well presumably not poke, but you can go prod and otherwise. Oh, there's not much in there? We have nothing else to do at the moment. I'm gonna go poke shit.
It's a sea cucumber.
It's a sea cucumber.
Is it a plant?
No, it's an animal. So very primitive animals. 5 stomachs. Yep, no brain.
I was just good, no brain, yeah. It's like
a lot of people
me in the morning. Oh.
Yeah. Toad eye, many feet.
Weird.
That aren't alive in here are the shells.
Ready to go snorkeling, Mom?
You're going to hold it on.
Oh, got it. Thank you. You think it's awkward? The water hit my balls. Now it's awkward. Oh yeah.
There's heaps to see, guys.
Forgot my Vaseline for the beard. Oh well. It'll be fine. As I started the dive, I discovered 2 things. 1, I'm a lot more buoyant than I look. And 2, it's a really bad idea to dive with a cold. Every time I tried to dive, I couldn't equalize my ears, and my head felt like it was going to get crushed. But you're only at the Great Barrier Reef once, so I decided to suck it up and push on. Sorry, my eyes are killing me when we start descending. I'll follow you guys, but I'll just stay at a meter or 2.
After a while, I realized that my nose had stopped hurting, but I think that's probably because whatever blood vessels that hurt in my nose had just ended up giving up. I gave the camera to our dive master Ollie for a bit. He was a pretty hilarious guy. And as usual, I ended up low on air before anyone else was. I also had to skip the photo shoot at the bottom because of pressure-related difficulties.
Going diving in the cold is a terrible idea. My nose has been bleeding for the last 45 minutes and I can't hear. Mom's doing fine though.
It almost seemed that the snorkeling was better than the scuba diving, since all the small fish were near the surface of the coral.
This is actually a lot cooler than diving because there's no this ear-splitting pain. I made it right out to the edge here. The buoys are right there, and the coral basically just drops off.
Need a change in my life. Forget all you've heard. You're my constant reminder. I wanna feel like you. Wanna live like you do. Wanna see through you. Wanna be close to you.
Alright, we're done for another day. Awesome. That's exactly how our day's gone.
Oh, it's been pretty good. The reef was incredible.
My snot isn't bloody anymore, I don't think. You can almost hear it on my right ear.
I'm fine. Just I have a bit of a headache and my nose hurts. But the snorkeling was really good.
Yes, the snorkeling was cool.
Just unbelievable. All the blues and the greens and the coral and the fish. It's great
I
stuff.
think that was the blue and the green was the water. The coral were all the other colors.
No, they weren't.
Oh well. Back to Cairns for the night. So it's another balmy morning here in Cairns. We're waiting for the bus for our tour, which I believe looks like it's coming right here. So we're gonna have to bust our ass to get on.
Yes, you can sit. Your first one's on. So
Sweet.
a little bit about your journey going up on Skyrail, coming back on the train. Skyrail is about 7.5 kilometres in length. One of the longest cable cars in the world.
Two, please. Here on board the gondola, we're heading up to the village, Kuranda, right?
Kuranda, yeah.
Damn it. What's at Kuranda Village?
A village. It's a little market there, and then they've got the entrance to the rainforest, and I don't know what else.
The rainforest has like a door.
Yeah. You knock 3
Entrance,
times.
exit, yeah.
The Skyrail had a couple of nature stops on the way to Kuranda.
There was a guy just explaining how there's a tree that grows on the outside of that tree, and it kind of takes over the tree system, so it grows up at the top, and then leaves and roots grow, and the roots grow down and the leaves grow up, and then eventually suffocates and destroys the original tree, leaving a hollow tree.
Oh, they're called lawyer vines
Yeah,
because they get quite prickly and they take over.
Now, when you have a close look at that nest, you'll find that there are leaves are coming out of it. And they're very similar to that stuff on the ground here. Now, in these forests here, because they are so ancient, we get lots and lots of ferns, because ferns are very, very ancient plants. And since everything's already overcrowded down here, some of them thought, oh well, we'll move a couple of stories up. So what's good to sit on top of a tree? What's good about it?
Sunlight?
Sunlight, there we go. However, the downside of that solution is that there isn't much soil up there, so they had to find a way to get food up on top of a tree. You see that basket shape? Yeah, like that. So when leaves drop into that shape, they stay there for good. Until it rains on top, then a bird flies over, you know, contributes a bit too. So all that mixture will sooner or later turn into compost.
Apparently that's the bridge we take later on coming back on the train. So apparently the waterfall is next, and it's a 15-minute trip. Oh, there's the train.
Oh yeah, cool.
So this is the falls. Apparently we can see them from both sides. So we're just gonna check it out here, get back on the gondola, and head back to Kuranda. What's the village called again? Kuranda Village, yes.
Interpretive center, more to the lookouts. Or?
Lookout? I don't care about interpreting English. Cut. So these are called Barren Falls. Mom, do you know why? Because I don't. Maybe they're named after some dude named Barron, because it's Barron.
I think the original name was an Aboriginal name.
These falls were originally called Wakatunga Malugamalu Falls, and Microsoft Word auto-corrected that to Barron, and now they're called Barren Falls. Isn't that right?
That is correct. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. I didn't know that. You should be a nature hike guide here.
It's a good thing travel isn't merit-based.
Guban Galling means travel safely.
I don't.
It says right there, Guban Galling. That's apropos of nothing.
Okay. Thanks. Okay, now we got it. We're recording now. You can see it. Okay, Mom's actually got a half-decent technique now.
I got the hang of it,
So we've made it to Kuranda, thank you. I really don't pay attention. I bought Anna a blinking keychain because I left her at home for a month and I figured she needs a new keychain. It blinks and it says Anna. Anyway, we're off. There's a walk. Where the hell are we going? The village.
Some lunch. Kuranda Village.
Kuranda Village. We can either walk or take the bus there. So apparently it's a kilometer walk and we're going to hoof it. I lifted the camera. She's like, oh, I'm like, Christ, this is a 6-pound camera. I weighed 8 pounds when I was born. And like, you'd think I asked her to walk 20 miles the way she grunts when I take the camera out.
Across the desert with 20 miles of broken glass and no water.
Yeah. Mom wanted to go look at the map. So we made it to Kuranda. I think this town is kind of the epitome of getting there is half the fun because the other half is getting back. And all there is in this town is shop after shop after shop after shop of random touristy, kitschy stuff. So Mom's shopping and I went to buy water, which was outstandingly exciting. God, Mom's found more stuff already.
Can I have my money?
Oh, right.
Just give me my credit card. I said I don't need any more clothes now.
You didn't need any clothes when we got here.
I know, but, well, it's different now that I'm here. That's just the way of the world, Christopher.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the trip, right?
Oh, you want to buy it?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
A kangaroo pelt. Hi, Anna. Mom bought you a kangaroo pelt. It's for pelting.
You put it at the foot of your bed, and when you get out in the morning, your toes are nice and toasty warm on this little ugly fur thing.
I saved you from a kangaroo pelt. Okay, apparently I spoke a little too early. There's other stuff to do in this town. There's a butterfly sanctuary, bird world, markets, toilets, and information. Those are the things that are in this town. And so far we've done 3 of those, I think. So Mom understandably does not want to pay $34 to see butterflies. So we're off to the bird sanctuary to see what exorbitant prices they charge. Bird world was $16.50 a person. We're off for a hike. Where are we now?
We're at the original Kuranda
Oh
market,
my God.
which is different to the Aboriginal Kuranda market, which is different from the genuine Kuranda market, which is different from the New Wave Kuranda market, which is different from the all-you-can-eat Kuranda market.
Right. Let's try out the Australian Venom Zoo. Let's see how much they want.
You go ahead, Christopher.
Nah, let's just do the walk.
Stairs, and you can't get a photo with her at the end too.
It was $15 for the museum thing, and Mom's wigging out on the snake.
Let's try Bat Reach.
Submission by donation.
Okay.
That's a very big camera. Deary me, that's not being pointed at me, is it? That's some heavy duty gear.
So we can hear what you're saying and see what you're doing.
Okay, cool. I can. Tilly was, she was orphaned and hand-reared, and then she was kept legally as a pet for 3 years, which is why she's so tame. And the lady that was looking after her had a bit of a guilt trip, and so brought her to us to try and dehumanize her for release. And unfortunately she was just too humanized, and she ended up staying here as our education bat, and she's been here for 15 years. Yeah, they just hang out, so the ones on the inside are still injured. They've been brought into care, they've got broken wings, or they've been orphaned and we've hand reared them. Various things. If they can get into trouble, they'll do it. We rescued one a couple of days ago who had she'd got stuck hanging by her wing between a telegraph pole and an electrical box, and how she managed it is beyond me. But they come in from all sorts of walks of life, and they'll stay with us until they're healed, and then they get hung on the outside to fly away at their leisure. This is actually a milk arrowroot biscuit.
Oh yeah.
Their main diet is nectar and flowers, but it's a very special treat for our permanent members only and our education bats to get a little bit of biscuit. Honey, good girl.
Look.
So you can see how enormous the wingspan is. Oh. Because you're the dimmest of all of them. For all your intelligence, you're totally dim. You're totally dim, and I love you. Don't lick me. I know where you've been.
Well, that was pretty fun. I think it was better than the Venom exhibit for
$15.
$15. Now we're going to try and find the hike. There's our bridge. Shall we?
Yeah.
Cracking walls inside my head with a bottle full of rain.
Thank you. 4, 6, 9 and 10.
Perfect.
There you are.
So we're on the train back from what? What's this called again? Kuranda. And no train ride would be complete without a chocolate milkshake. survived.
I did. I got out of there like an old lady.
This is the other side of the Barron Falls. The train stopped here for a minute. It'll give us about 10 minutes or so to take pictures and generally admire the scenic vista. License and registration. Awesome. Do you know what time this train makes it to Hogwarts?
5:30.
5 to Hogwarts?
To Hogwarts.
You try and make a joke. No.
This rounds out our tour of Eastern Australia. Tomorrow, we fly to Darwin to swim with the crocodiles, and then on to Alice Springs and Ayers Rock.